Hi, this is Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I'm Bobby. This is Flosstube number 92. It is September 18th, 2022. And this is a channel about cross stitch and my website and always a fur baby or two. Stay tuned. We have a big announcement for our family. Hope you enjoy. Hello. Big announcement. It happened a little bit later. I'm not going to do my haul. And you have he didn't clean his butt. He's got some, the litter we have is like sand. And so if it gets on his fur, oh no, you have to get down. Oh no, we can't be having that. We can't be having that. Let me give you something to play with. There you go, with the ribbon. Okay, so it's late. It's like 7:30 at night. The day has gotten away from me, and I apologize. And so my haul just have to go to the next time. But I did want to give a big shout out, thank you, to my friend Denise, who sent me these two, and I cannot wait to try them. And then this unbelievably beautiful postcard that glows in the dark. Isn't that amazing? So thank you. She's so sweet. Get them back in here because I don't want to lose them. Okay, I cannot get them back in here. This is what happens when I rush. Like all of a sudden, like my fingers don't work. I hope he's decided he doesn't want to join us anymore. I'll put that with my cards. Okay, so let me start with the two. Yep, the two that I did for my 100 stitch challenge. Hashtag 100 stitches in whips 2022. First one is a free pattern by Al Forest Embroidery, and it's Alice in Wonderland. And this is just the part that's in the upper left hand because I waited for it to drop before I started, and then, well, we know how that goes, right? Okay, get in there. Always happens because I'm in a hurry. Okay, so this is on 20 count Ada, Grandpa sleeve by XG Design. And I have to say, I didn't want to put it down today. Part of the reason why I'm so late. Time got away from me. It doesn't look like I did, but I got 300 stitches in this. So most of this top border was done. I think I just did these last three little things here. And then I did the red coming down and then all of this tree. The tree's got more stuff on it, but that does not seem like 300 stitches. Maybe 300 stitches doesn't seem like a big deal for y'all, but when you're trying to rush, I mean, this, and I'm like, this is 2 strands. I am loving the coverage. It is not tight. It is beautiful on this 20 count. yeah, I'm loving it. So, which, I mean, I love XG design anyways. So this may hang out a little bit because after I'm done with these whips, you know, I said I want to have some focus stuff to get them done. Now, granted, this is a bigger pattern, so no, but I think I would like to not tuck it away into a tote where I don't see it, because I really did. I really did enjoy working on it. Like I said, 300 stitches in it. This one, the next one, I also really enjoyed working on it. I didn't get very much done like when I start on it, but it's the Clouds Factory Epic Storybook Princesses. And the first time I saw this and decided I had to get it was on Christian and Derek's Flosstube. Christian, I think he is still stitching it. I don't think he finished yet. I mean, he's way further along than I am. And that was when I had first saw it and was like, I'm doing this. And this is on 14 count. So this was fun to stitch on today. Country French Cafe Mocha. And then I was doing this sow with Amy. We started it together. It really wasn't a sow. We started it for one of her friends' birthday. Amy from Creatively by Gidge. Oh my gosh. Amy, do not kill me. Okay. I mean, this is, y'all, this fabric. I need a surge. So I got 260 some stitches in on this. And that's where we're at. And this is just top border. And so I think all I had before was like that loop. So I did that loop, started the flower. And yeah, it's like 260 some stitches. I feel like nothing looks like. I feel like that sounds like a lot of stitches. And then when you look at it, you're like, all right, lady, why did that take you an hour and a half, 2 hours? Because it's a lot. I'm a slow stitcher. Also because I'm doing other things half the time when I'm trying to stitch. So I was watching a show called Scary People on Discovery Plus, and it's hosted by Donnie Wahlberg. And most of the cases I know about, it's about serial killers and arsonists and mob guy. He was the only one I didn't know. All right, so the next we had not this past Friday, but the Friday before, I got to get together with part of my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow group. Sarah, Memphis Sarah, and Sam. Nope, Sam did not make it. I don't remember what. We thought she was going to. Something happened. And then Leanne, we knew she wasn't going to be able to make it. But we had Alexa from Our Amazing World. She joined us because she's stitching it. So it was me, her, and Sarah. So it was a little bit of a change up, which is always good. Shake things up every now and then. So Halloween, Hawk Run Hollow, Carriage House samplings. Actually designed by Kathy Barrick, though. Because Marty her sister runs Carriage House. So this is, ooh, this is on early Halloween, XG design. I think it's 18 count. Yep, but I have a question mark by that. So it's either 18 or 16. I'm on the middle block and I just got some tree in. So this is kind of hard to, there you go. I just got a little bit of tree in there. And then what I keep thinking is going to be a cave, but it is a tombstone that is huge compared to those. So, but yep, part of a tree. There's going to be a snake. It's going to be a snickety snake right there. So, yep. And I just wadded up. It can't help it. It's fine. We're all fine over here. Just put that wad of floss back in there. I know it doesn't appear as though I love this as the way I tend to care for it. I do love this. I got him busy over here laying on project bags. Got hair on me. Okay, then maybe that was the Saturday night. Because then I think it was the Friday was me, was Templar Prophecy with my friend, Charmaine. I don't remember. Anyways, one was one time, and then this was another time. Templar Prophecy. And this is also on a blanket. Which at some point I think I can cut that off. So this is on 18 count Ada, Mystic Fabrics, All the Things. This was my birthday start for 4/18/21. I've worked it on a few days. It's normally when me and her get together and do a Zoom. But doing pretty good on this one. I got a good little chunk of the banner in. I'm like, woo-wee. Maybe I should just hold that. Let me get my little medieval person. Let me hold that up for a possible screen grab. Maybe. I don't know. I'm super excited. I am in love with it. This one's sticking out because when you start, this one that's nice and the pattern's easy and you can immediately tell if you mess up, which is nice. Up here in the top has a bunch of stuff to do, and it's terrifying because it's wiki wonky and I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. But doing this banner, I think I'm gonna go all the way down so I can see where the bottom is at, and then I'll deal with that craziness across the top. But I love it. It's gonna be amazing in 110 years when it's done. I'll be stitching on it as a ghost. It's fine. So I make sure that my family doesn't give away my stuff. They just need to bury it with me and I'll work on it in the afterlife. Okay, so the next thing I stitched on, which I say I stitched on it because I've got it marked on here that I stitched on it on September 10th. And I filmed on the 4th. So that tells me I stitched on it, supposedly. I don't remember stitching on it since I last showed it off. So this is Electra by Nora Corbett, 16 count Anubis by Under the Sea Fabrics, which I'm still waiting on my fabric so that I can, speaking of Under the Sea Fabric, so that I can start my Dark Queen of the Earth. But that's her. Sorry. Just having a brain issue. So pull out my 310 that's just hanging out in here. Let me pull off my princess. I don't really feel like, maybe I don't remember where I was at with her. Is that attached? No. But here she is. Maybe I did get a lot done from last time. Maybe I should make her my screen grab since I got a lot more done on her since I used her as a screen grab again. I got her hat done. We still have no face, no head. We shall see. And then I got a lot more to do at the bottom of her dress. So we shall see. Oh my goodness. Everything is going bananas. I have to get my needle minder back on this thing. Well, it's gonna, I was rushing through because I want to tell you about my big announcement, but I didn't want to tell you to the end. And now it's only been 12 minutes. I'm almost to the end of my pile. That's what I get. So maybe I will be able to show y'all a few haul, just doing it backwards this time. That'll work. And also, I'm probably going fast because I'm not having interruptions by the chunky one. It's over here on the floor. Okay. Next I have my, I don't really call it like 37, whatever they were 7 by, whatever the little code was that people daily, I'm tired. So let's start over. This is the project I stitch on at work. So I stitch on it Monday through Friday if I can. Sometimes I don't feel like it. And I normally stitch on it for at least 30 minutes. Most time it's about 40. Depends on how fast I inhale my food. I know. So this is the Supernatural Sal by the Witchy Stitcher. It is on 18 count New Earth by Extra Design. This is the greenish New Earth, which I don't know if this was the fluke or if the last couple things I got from her were the fluke. So I'm gonna have to assume the green was the fluke, although it really feels like New Earth. So I don't know, but I have now finished Jen, and I put her in the tones, skin tone appropriate with where her lore comes from, which is it's Arabic lore. So here's where we're at. Am I off screen, on screen? Okay. I hope you can see everything. Is it like this? Yeah, so I got her done. She's super fabulous. I love her. And this fabric just, it doesn't do justice on this camera, but it's very green. Does not look green though. But anyway, so she has released Angel. There's the weird vampire one. I'm stalling. Excuse me. So we have, oh, the Skriga. Skriga? Is that how you say it? It's like the vampire witchy thing. I think it's Russian, maybe. Skriga. And then the angel. Is that it? Is there just two? Is that it? Really? Just angel. Oh no, there's a gnome. She just released a gnome. I don't know why it's not showing on here. Oh, there he is. I'll show you this one because he's so cute. Look at those little mushrooms. And he's below the angel. So this is all the way to the border. So I believe the angel is below my Jen. So yeah. So I'm 3 behind. Not terrible. We're getting there. All right. So then I had a new start. And I got it in my Wild Violets bag that I got at Market that has fuzzies on it. Let's try this again. So here's my Wild Violet bag. She has them on her Etsy store, I believe. I got a few different patterns held in here. But the one I started is a Satsuma Street Nevermore. And it's one of their ornaments. It's on pressed paper. And it is a kit. And I have all these, not all these, but I have most of them in my shop. I went bananas with it. So, I don't know how you're going to be able to see this. But there's my start. Does that help? A little bit. Not really. I do not have, like, just a white piece of paper. Just kidding. I found one. There you go. So, it's his bill. His eye's going to go there. And just the top of his head. So, it's, like, not real exciting. All my stuff is falling out of it. So, it's just the top of his head, but not really sure how I feel about pressed paper. We shall see. I find it, I grip everything with a death grip, and so I have to be very careful. We all know that I also pull real hard, so I have to be very careful. So we shall see. But what's in this little bag is the first 3 that I want to do. So I want to do this one. And got all of its little cards on there. Or the flosses. And the next 2 I want to do is Fun Guy and Goth Moth. And the big announcement is now ready. So, we did something a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Oh, hi, Arlo. That's not what we did that was crazy. All right, everybody. I would like for you guys to meet Gus. Say hi, Gus. Say hi, Gus. Oh, are you a little scared? You're like, I've not been upstairs before. This is a little scary. It's just a little scary. Did you have pee-pee putty? Did you have a putty and you went good? So this is our little corgi puppy. And I'll have videos at the end because his big brothers love him. And he loves his big brothers. Oh, are we so tired? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's real loose. It's not bugging. Are you just not sure? Everybody's getting lots of puppy love and looks. Oh. Ears are clean. Say, Mama's ears are clean. But look at these little legs. And I know what everybody wants to see. And I hope it's clean. But there's nothing better in this world than a corgi butt. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that little corgi butt. Look at that little corgi butt. They got the best butts. Best butts. I mean, we've all seen Skeeter's butts. That's a nice butt too, but. So, this is Gus. Gus. Did you just give him a side eye? Did you just give him a side eye? Oh. But you saw here, folks. He belches. Did you get you some water? Is that why you're belching? Yeah. Okay. Say bye, everybody. See, I'll have more videos at the end of my cuteness. You're so cute. Gus. All right. We know we're crazy. It's fine. Come get the bubby. Don't hold his belly, me. Barf it. All right. So that was our big announcement. So I've had, look at that curl. I've had a very busy weekend, which is why the whole day got away from me, and did not realize it was already like 7:30 when I started filming this. So I know this is a short one. I apologize. Like I said, I have a ton, not a ton, but I got a good chunk of haul that I will share next time, which means that it's going to look ridiculous probably by the other things that come in before then. But hey, it is what it is. I got an amazing pup, and I'll put videos at the end. And got to go get the big boys fed and in for the night. And then we have to feed ourselves because we haven't eaten yet. So as of watching, I did mention I was watching Scary People, and it's good. And I'm still watching Hot D, which we have to watch tonight. House of the Dragon. Nobody knows what Hot D is. Which is a prequel to Game of Thrones. And then on Stars last weekend started Serpent Queen, and it is amazing. It's about Catherine Medici. And then she was, of course, married to the King of France. And if anybody is familiar with the show Reign, that was about Mary, Queen of Scots, the character Catherine Medici is in there heavily. So this one's really good. It's super sassy. I like it. I finished the book Mindhunter by John Douglas, and it was so good. And started Fire and Blood by R.R. Martin. So it's basically what Hot D, House of the Dragon, is based on this. But this is not like a narrative story. It is literally like a history book. And I kind of like it. It's an English guy, like English accent reading it to me while I drive, and I'm enjoying to hear about areas I know about from Game of Thrones, but how when they all started off as 7 kingdoms and Aegon the Conqueror united them. So that is what I am currently listening to and currently watching Scary People with the host, Donnie Wahlberg, and that's on Discovery Plus, if I didn't say that. And the Starbuck Queen is on Stars, if I did not say that. So until next time, when I will still probably have larger bags under my eyes from doing puppy potty time. He fell in our lap, guys. We wanted a corgi before we even knew we wanted German Short Pointers, and I'll be honest, they're just they're expensive. And at that time, 5 years ago, we just definitely didn't have the means. And then so we found another breed to fall in love with that was a little bit more manageable, and then bought 2 of those, and then still was like, oh, we knew we wanted another corgi. We knew we wanted the next dog to be a corgi, but we wanted to wait a few years. Fell in our laps. A friend of ours got one, or a friend of Chad's. He asked her where she got it from. She told him the story. So this puppy is a little older. He's like 12 weeks old, which normally they go home at like 8. But this guy basically, I mean, like, I'm telling his whole life story. I hope he doesn't mind. He's not tagged. He won't know. But him and his wife, they had a very successful breeding program in East Tennessee. They got divorced in February. She took the company to Texas, where she currently lives. And he got, in the divorce, a couple of the assets. So he got some of the dames and some of the sires. And he started his own little breeding program here. And he's learning, he's 70. So he's learning how to do the advertising and technical side, because that's what she did, whereas he did the breeding. So he's got help from his daughter, and they're trying to get, you know, his Facebook page and all the stuff. But he was very used to, when you have a successful breeding program, pretty much your puppies have deposits on them before they're even born. There's a waiting list, especially for corgis. So he kind of freaked out because he had 3 males left. And here they are at 12 weeks. And the older they get, the harder they're going to be to find good homes for. And so he basically had a thing where if he felt like you were a good home, you got let's just say we took the last 3 males. So we got 3 for less than the price of 1 normally. And they're full AKC registered, not limited. We have full, we're not gonna, I mean, we're gonna get him fixed. We're not gonna breed him, but yeah. So Chad's brother took 1 and Chad's dad took 1. And so Chad drove up to Kentucky today to meet his dad and give the two that are there to him, and then his brother's going to his dad's house later today and picking up their puppy. But so last night we had 3 puppies, and so we're both exhausted because puppy's tough anyways. And the way we have a good schedule and the way we do it, and oh yeah, hey, if that person who didn't want me talking about my dogs for 4 minutes, I'm sure you're not watching anymore anyways. Excuse me. But we have a good schedule. Like, once it was the same way when Jasper was a puppy, same way when Lucian was just a pup, and they're doing the potty training thing. It's like they get food, they get to eat at like 5 o'clock. And then when we feed the big boys at like 7, he'll get water, but he's already eaten. But he'll get some water. And then, in the outside time, playtime with them. And then we come back in and the boys take a nap. And then, the boys go to bed because it's 8 o'clock. So it's their bedtime. And then when we go to sleep around 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we'll take the little one out to make sure he gets rid of that water he took in around 7. And then we bring him back in. And then normally 2 a.m. is when they go out. And then about 4 a.m. So, and that was Lucian. Jasper only had to go out at 2. And then he was fine until I woke up at 5:30. Lucian, he tended to need to go out twice. He also drank way more water than Jasper did, so we'll have to see how Gus does. But imagine 3. You can't do it by yourself. So normally what happens is when Chad's home, like, we split it up. I take the 2 a.m. And he'll take a 4 a.m. because 4 a.m. is too close to my normal wake up time. I can't go back. I don't sleep I won't get back to sleep very well. So I do the 2 a.m. Well, with 3, it's all hands on deck. I cannot carry all 3 of them outside because you have to carry them down the stairs, put them out there, pick them up. And because they're little potatoes with legs, and so they just take off and run everywhere. They're so cute. So I have some videos with the 3 of them, especially from this morning when the boys, older Jasper and Lucian, came and was checking on the babies for me. Now we just have Gus here. Sorry. So now we just have Gus. So tonight I'll probably do the 2 a.m. and he'll do the 4 a.m. He may do both for me since he doesn't go to work until 6 p.m. tomorrow, whereas I have to get up and go to work. So but you know, it's part of it. Trade off when you can. So yeah. So I think that's it. I've talked enough. Actually, it's less than 30 minutes. I'm amazed, but it'll be longer because the pup videos. But hope everybody has a wonderful 2 weeks. And I know there's giveaways. I left my other iPad in there, so we'll do those next time. I apologize. I really don't feel like I had too many people comment on those. So if you're watching this and you missed last week's, go back and watch, because these are the 2 patterns I'm giving away. So go back to next week and see what the super secret word was. Yeah, I'm sure there was a million more things I needed to tell you, but here we are. Oh, there was one thing. So I've noticed lately on some ads in Instagram and even on like The Sims, playing it, people, when you do custom content and stuff, looking at what other creators create. Now I've got to go through like a million pictures to find because I took a snapshot. I've noticed a lot of things are using people with vitiligo now. And the only reason I'm bringing this up, I find this fascinating because my dad has vitiligo and nobody knew what it was, and you rarely saw anybody with it. And now it's like I'm seeing this a few places, and I'm like, are we now have awareness for it? Like, I'm just curious. I mean, my dad has it. And I mean, he's had it my whole life. He didn't get his first spot until he was in his 30s. I think when he met my mom, he had one little spot on his chin, but then he grew a beard, so I never saw that. And he had one little spot on his chest, but now it's like on his hands and, you know, his legs and his feet and on his forehead and all the things. But anyways, so I just found it interesting. Didn't know if anybody else had noticed this. Is there an awareness I'm not aware of? And do we need to be aware of it? I don't know. I don't think there's anything they can do about it, and it's not life threatening. So I don't know. Just one of those random things I think about. So, yeah. Oh, I also did the count because, a few people were so sweet and reached out to me about model stitching, and I was trying to do some math on some pricing, just for example, to make sure I knew what somebody was talking about. And I was just like, oh, like, let's just pretend like it was 15,000 stitches, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, it's going to take my birth control alarm. And all that kind of stuff. And she was like, yeah, that math looks right. I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure I did the math right in case I want to use in the future. So then I was like, I don't even know how many stitches mine is. And so I was like, let me see if that program tells me. So I threw 15,000 out there, like that was just bananas. Yeah. Mine's 16,420 stitches. Not stitch count, but actual stitches. Yep. So there's that. Also, I'm playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it's amazing. And I want to show everybody this video of my mouse ears. They twinkle. Ooh.
My mouse ears are blingy.
They're so blingy. All right, that game is addicting, and it's amazing, and it's fun. Anybody that likes an Animal Crossing type game, but thrown in Disney characters and tons of quests that you can keep working on, that you don't have to like stop and wait for the next day. It's highly suggested. All right, so I think that's it. I think I've tried to finish this like 5 times. Okay, so have a wonderful 2 weeks. I will see you next time, and wish me all the luck with this wild, crazy zoo. See you next time. Bye. Hey guys. No, y'all don't need that dog food. Y'all don't need that dog food. Hi. Gus, Gus. What are you doing? What are you doing down there? What are y'all doing? I was trying to get them. They went pee-pee before we came in here, but I hope they don't need to poop. Come here. Come on. Let's get away from the rugs. Let's get away from the rugs. Yeah. Gussers. Splooting. This is the one. That's the boss. That's the little one who's splooting. And then there's ours, who's just eating grass and whatever. Yeah. It's Gussers over there in the grass. Only one not splooting. 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 Say, Amy, what is your question? This puppy loves me. It's not mine. Just having a little outside time. Hi guys. Y'all was playing. I came over here and disturbed y'all. I'm sorry. So we had a little dinner. Now we're just playing with some toys in the pen. And we're gonna go back inside soon. To the inside play pen. Yes. Yes. You guys checking on the babies? Are you checking on the babies for us? Yeah, I think the babies like y'all. Yeah. You checking on them? I'm sending this to Grandma. Alright, Lush, that's enough. He can't play like that yet. Lush. Don't pee on him, please. Just don't pee on him. You don't have to mark them yours. Yeah, Jasper's real good till you get to his backside, then he doesn't trust you anymore.